This is really, really, really bad. Just when we already saw the Paris Olympics wasn't going too well, there's been plenty of mishaps and the meet has only been going on for about 2 days. It takes another toll and goes from bad to worse. So I wake up this morning, grab my phone, open Twitter to some very, very rather shocking news. The multi-time world champion over 200 meters, Shericka Jackson, is pulling out the Paris Olympics in the 200. She pulled out the 100 earlier this week before the meet started, but I just wonder, why wait until the morning of the meet to pull out? If you felt you weren't healthy enough to continue, you would have known this at practice. Why wait until the day of the meet? You have Jamaican fans travel all the way down there, all the way across the world, pay thousands of dollars to be in Paris. And so far, Jamaica is just off to a horrible start at this championships. Now, hopefully things can be turned around today on the men's side, but for the women, it is a very, very devastating sight out there. And the loss of one of the sprint pioneers in this era, Shericka Jackson in the 200, just makes this championships way, way worse. I already said this meet feels like an AAU championship. It just doesn't seem professional and it just doesn't seem like this is the Olympic Games. It's like the top talent isn't competing. It's damn near worse than the COVID Olympics and no one was even there. But at least the best people did show up. I'd rather take no crowd and the best people versus everybody being there to support their countrymen and their countrymen don't even show up. This is the second ever Olympic Games that I ever get to watch live in my lifetime since I haven't been involved in track and field that long. But let me just say, if this is how the Olympic Games usually feel, this is a terrible, terrible thing. Highly unfortunate sight. We didn't get to see Shelly Ann run. She had to pull out because they didn't let her in the stadium to warm up. Elaine Thompson, she got hurt and she's dealing with other things as well. So she didn't get to run this year. Shericka Jackson, she had to pull out due to injury. So she doesn't get to run this year. So it's like, what can Jamaica be excited for? I really, really hope the Jamaican men pull it through because so far, this is a very, very sad sighting out there in Paris. And not just for Jamaican fans, for track and field fans, because everyone wants to see the top competitors show up at their best and compete. We don't want to see everyone hurt and then someone gets to win because no one showed up. Like the 200 meter is so pathetic this year. Only one of the medalists from last year even got to compete. In the 100 this year, only one of the medalists from last year even got to compete. This is a very, very, very bad start off out there in Paris, and I hope things get better really soon. But so far, this is not a great start to the Olympic Games. I want things to turn around for the best. We have the men's 100 starting today, so hopefully that goes really well and everybody gets to show up at their best and make it through healthy and just put on a great performance. We all have our favorites. We all have our picks or we want to win. But the biggest thing is we want to see everybody show up healthy and compete to their best ability at a very, very high level. That's what makes these meets exciting. We want all the big names there. We want all the big names healthy. And we want all the big names running their fastest. Well, y'all let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. Be sure to subscribe as well.